So if you need that Kevin Cage action, that Kevin Cage feel. What's going on, everybody out there on YouTube? You're here with the Crypto Lifer. And yeah, it's another day. How are we surviving? How are we doing in crypto? If it's your life, then you know, no matter what, we have to make it through. We have to get to the bottom. We have to get to the top. Let me get that out of the way. You don't need to see this nonsense. All right. Okay, guys. So, today I was going to do my best Kevin Cage voice. You know, if you like Kevin Cage and you listen to Kevin Cage, I figured I could do a big Kevin Cage impression. You know, I think XRP is the best. I think if you didn't buy XRP, you're going to call me in like a few years and be like, man, how did you make all that money, Kevin? I'm sorry. All right. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer show. I guess it's a show, but yes. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot going on today. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of movement. Let's first take a look at bitty Bitcoin. Bitty Bitcoin. Right? How's Bitcoin doing, guys? Not too great, is it? It's like not happy. It's not the happiest. I'm not worried about Bitcoin, man. I don't stress these moments in time. I really don't. To me, where's my makeup artist, man, in the morning? Seriously. I run this channel all by myself. I don't even have a producer. Need a producer. But let's look at Bitcoin. Let's get into it. All right. 30-minute, just to see like what it's doing, how it's living, how it's breathing on the 30-minute. It's very low on the RSI, which means it's got to come back up. And if you look at the 30-minute the last time on the RSI, it's pretty low. Here we're at 8138, and we got all the way up to 8229. Despite me trying to act like Kevin Cage, I think just my voice is that deep sometimes. Pretty interesting. But yeah, so we went up to about here at 8225, and then that was about all we got out of that little jump there. Slowly worked our way up on the RSI. We had that nice little pump yesterday, 8227, and that was all we got. Turning on the MACD, we do have a cross, but yeah, all I can say is we'll have a short-term lift up, possibly if we grow a little bit, and it might even take a while like this one. And yeah, predictions, thoughts. Well, what I like to do is just hit the daily. We'll hit the daily, okay? And let's just break it down, guys. Let's break it down slow and simple. All right? Let's be calm. Let's be calm about Bitcoin. I mean, this looks so much like this. Do you guys see the fractal, or is it just me? I mean, it's almost like they wanted to paint the trough and everything. Except here it was done. You know, it's kind of bottomed up. But look, boom, boom. They look so similar, these moves here. Don't they? You have your double top up. Last time I ever hold after a double top, I'll tell you that. Hodling is cool, like if you're getting into a bull market, but you don't want to hodl through this spot right here. No. Especially while our stock market was doing this, you know. So just saying, 10-year bull run. But let's look at Bitcoin and let's just see. I just do this when I first start something. I start clean and I look at resistance and support. Even if I know the asset for a long time, I start like I never saw it before, because that's just what you have to do. You have to learn it. You have to learn it every day. You have to feel it. You really have to feel it. So you start building places where you see, and it's funny how I can go here and then boom, it lines up pretty much with other places too. And I'm just looking for spots where there's little bits of support. Okay. Now we go in. Let me see what we got going on the daily. All right. And there's some support there too, actually, on that line. And there's more support. Like once you really open this up and start looking in, you can find more. I'm just going for a general area to see where we stand. You hear a lot of people tell you where they think Bitcoin's going to go, but do you look at it yourself? That's why we're doing that today. You are a crypto lifer, so you don't play games. At 989, it looks like we'll have some resistance even below that here. At 9,400, we have resistance. And then at 9,000, of course, right? Then at 84.90, there was a little bit of support, and there's some support here at 787. Look at it. I mean, it bounced off, fell through, came back. Chance we hold. Yeah, but it's yeah. So our next level is 7,400, down to 6,600, 5,300, and 4,172. Yikes! But luckily we're holding, and it could have fallen a lot worse, and it didn't. But it another thing I noticed, I believe I was looking at on the 30-minute, but it was kind of weird. Yeah, was it the 30-minute? Yeah. Okay. November 21st, we tanked. November 18th, we tanked. Right? November 15th, we tanked. That's every 3 days. And look, if you look at the lines, like your brain can see doop, doop, doop. And look, there it is, and there it is. I tried to keep the pattern, but it seemed to be like, now there was the 15th, and there we have kind of a fall too. That's the 14th. And then it's like every other day. But the next bigger one was here on the 11th, which was the 4-day. And then the 12th, 13th, and then we have the 15th. I don't know. It is kind of weird. That's the biggest one, the 11th. 4 days later, the 15th. 3 days later, the 18th. 3 days later, the 21st. I don't know. And what's this one here, the 8th. And that was a whole week. So it's pretty strange. But hopefully we can hold this range. I am obviously not long. I got stopped out of my long. So that happened this morning. I was like 79.49. I wasn't trying to lose a lot of money. I was very tight on that. And yeah. I made one trade this morning at about 7 a.m. or 5 a.m. when I first woke up. And that was this. I got into this because I saw Tezos. I mean, the whole market was done. There was red everywhere. And you can still see, look, in my little holders, don't look at this. This is not even a crypto, but Storm. I'm just watching Storm closely. It's been on my radar and really no one else's radar. I kind of picked it up a couple years ago, or a couple months ago. Like you pick up coins as you watch them. I watch a lot of coins. I coin watch in my spare time, and yeah, that happens. Storm just kind of had a big move too. If you look at it, took it all back though immediately. Let's just see what that measured move on Storm was. Just so curious. If we had bought in there and sold 12% move on Storm in about 30 minutes. That's a 30-minute candle. That just happened. So it's sad that the market is bumping and grinding, but there's still action out here. There's still action. I was actually in Storm, and I got stopped out last night. So they bumped me out right here, and I was in here trying to get this 10%. So I was close to it, but they sniffed me out like they do. I mean, look how low they went on us, 14.09. I mean, and they brought us up to wow, and then we went to 1,600. So even if you managed to wick up 14% gains in the reddest market ever, wow, look at this, all buy orders, no sell orders at all. Pretty strange. Yeah, you may want to check this out. It's kind of retesting in a way. Actually, let me draw this out. Let's spend some time on this, guys, for a second here. If anything, you can learn something about another coin that you're looking at. But yeah, this coin is $0.001, 0.001 tenth, like 1/10 of a cent. So if it goes to a cent, it will 10x, or now it's a half, so it won't all the way 10x, but it will be like 8x, 7x, little less than 7x, because 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 5 is 35, so we'd be at 10.5, 1 cent and a half. Yeah, but this is an interesting coin, man. It was like, what can we draw here? So it was in a wedge, right? It's in this falling wedge, kind of like that, and then it broke out of it. Like, technically, this is what I see, because you could follow that trend, but we know that's not what it was doing. It was doing this 1, 2, 3, 4, came down, boomed up. That's that Bukowski dip. I'm reading more and more about that, but it's like it falls out of the trend line, but then just comes right back up. That's a huge candle. Jesus Louise. I was on this, man. I was so close to this gain. That's why crypto can get to you. There's so many close calls. Like, look at those. I've never seen the MACD do that. Like, boom. This coin just has some random crazy moves. Yeah. And it's holding support, too. Like, look at the support it has here. Like, it kind of falls through, but for the moment, I mean, we could go down this low, I guess. We could just hit 2 lines. We got here. We have here. So we get support here at 1433, support here at 1418, and it held that. Like, look, it held that pretty well on November 15th. It's holding it now, bounced off, and this is almost like a move and a trend mounts. But yeah, so I'm sniffing out like the only opportunities in the market. I do overtrade a little bit. Sometimes it leads me to have some losses in a week, but then when things are good, I can have better gains. So, but yes, sometimes I do overtrade. Don't overtrade. Learn from me. I'm not the greatest. I'm still learning every single day. Seem to have some support up there too. And now our new level, which we broke through, and now we're sitting on this line here at 1500. But yeah, this thing could keep going. It's almost like a retest. Like, that could be boom, boom, and then we could see more. I'm not sure though about entering it right now. Bigger picture, it is in a trend. Like, if you see this trend line, it's in an uptrend. I really don't like counting that dip, because you could tell it really broke it boom, but it wants more, and when we could include it. Takes the trend down a bit if you think about it, but yeah. It's beginning its move. Look at it on the daily. It's probably not that old, so it's hard to see what it's really doing. Yeah. Very young coin. A lot of volume today. A lot of volume recently. Very interesting coin. On an uptrend. RSI set right. You know what? Boom. I mean, I spotted this coin. I was all over it. I've been watching it. Look at that. That would have been a nice entry at 10. You'd be at 50% right now. And when was that? On September 25th. So about a month and almost 2 months. But you would have made 50% on this coin. Boom. Okay. On to my next trade, which is booming as we speak, which is great. Wow. I mean, the only thing that's moving today. Everyone should be on my live stream. No, yeah. And I was going to go heavy, man. And I went halfway due to just a feeling. Maybe I'll double up right now. There's a chance, but, So I'm looking at XTZ, and look at this beautiful formation. I drew this on a different time frame, so let's neaten it up. You draw things on different time frames, and you go to another time frame, you'll see that it'll basically hold the frame, but it won't be perfect. But yeah, this is what I like to see. Strong candle. We didn't get strong volume though, which is strange. Like, we would like to see a more volume here. That means that we may have a weak push, and this may not keep moving too far up. So I don't know. As I said that, it goes up, right? I do like to look at the 30-minute. Now I adjusted this now because it looked fresh a second ago. Looked really nice. But if we put this on the 30-minute chart here, shrink her down. You know what's strange too is I got rid of these lines. And how you get rid of these lines, you hit settings and you turn the grid lines to black, right? Right click. Because annoying. I find them annoying. I did this already a while back. It's weird that I kind of still see them now. Let me see what it is. Oh, maybe the background needs to be black. There we go. That's how I like it. Nice and clean. Those lines like get in my head, and then my other lines just, I don't know. They're cool maybe for other people. For me, I'm not a fan. I don't know. Comment in the section below if you guys are a fan of the grid lines or not. I'm not. I think it just adds, it takes away from my clarity, you know? So I'm looking at this, and you know what? I'm going to just take this off for now, and we're going to do a new one, because this is really what we're looking at here. Okay. Boom. And now here. And what I liked about this 30-minute, which is not great. I know it's the 30-minute, so it's not great. But what I liked about it was this. Let me show you here. That it like broke up and it almost like retested. And well, now it's moving, man. Look at this thing. It's going to be peaking up on that RSI, but the MACD is very bullish. 27.8. It's the only thing moving today, so I feel like it's like a safe haven. Let's check back up on Bitcoin. 7871, just kind of steady. Like it's like there's no movement on Bitcoin. It's just hanging, and it's got to come up a little bit. Right now, it's got to make a move. If you look at that MACD pushing forward, it's coming up bullish. This is cupping a little bit, right? Yeah, it's cupping like it wants to boop. So you see the RSI was, the lowest you could get it on the 30-minute. Keep getting them, though. But, it doesn't, that's it. Like, if the RSI gets that low, or we're on the 30-minute at least, it's a breakage. There's some breakage going on. And, we can get back up here and then keep going down, though. We could do this. But I don't see that a lot. See? We go down, we come back up. We go down, we come back up. We go down, come back up. We go down, we will come back up. But, remember, this comeback up was really just a sideways movement. It wasn't a lot of action, so I'm not saying we're actually going up, but what I am saying is it's a breakage. I think it'll hold us for a second, and yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm happy I woke up early. That's another reason I really think waking up like 5:36 a.m. is kind of crucial for crypto. I've been seeing a lot of moves lately at that time. I should backtest it and like show you guys. Let's see, but like look at this candle. It happened at 8:30. And it was at 8:30 at night. Or 8:30, no, 6 in the morning. 8:30 in the morning. There's an early one. This one here. So that was like late at night. That was like 11 at night. Here's another one. Okay, late. There's that big one at 8:30 again. Wow, we got some sell pressure, see? Some sell pressure. People taking profits really early now. People getting scared. That's what it indicates to me. That's why the 30-minute is good to look at. It can give you just a temporary idea of what's going on. It may scare you out of a trade sometimes, though, by showing you like too quick of action that you don't want to look at. You can go to the 2-hour to kind of save yourself a little bit. See, we did close above the trend line. You could buy right now, 27.30. It's kind of like chasing a pump. The buy really was on this low trend line, on the aggressive buy here. I can't see, there was no hidden bullish divergence. There was no. So it was just the aggressive buy here at 119, and you'd be up 8 cents. 11 would get you 10%, so you'd be up almost 10%. Grab my price range, check it out. You would get in here 6.5%. So, On a day like today, when look, you just got redders, all redders. I do like to check on the Dow because I think that has something to do with things going on. We haven't opened yet, so shall see. I'm sure we'll be streaming when the Dow comes in. All right. So I just wanted to go in and rest assured that Bitcoin's strong, man. Bitcoin's strong. Bitcoin worth 7.6 million move from miners' wallets. Miners cry capitulation. Bitcoin is still strong. I'm going to give you guys the news, but I am long on Bitcoin in the long term, and I have no fear and no worries that we will be bankrupt one day for buying Bitcoin. I think it'll be quite the opposite. Miners sing the siren song. Lower lows and lower highs are setting in. Bitcoin might be headed to the place where it all began, the 4,000, 5,000 range. The reason for Bitcoin's current trajectory could be attributed to the miners, the ones who form the backbone of the network. Bitcoin works like an orchestra. The difficulty, the price, the hash rate, they are all interconnected, and they need to be in sync with each other. If the price of Bitcoin no longer incentivizes miners, that is when some miners tend to give up the not-so-pocket-friendly process of mining. With the risk of them even selling their Bitcoin, this disrupts the harmony of Bitcoin. It could spell disaster. Miners are obviously an important part of Bitcoin ecosystem. If the Bitcoin is priced at a level where miners can't reap profits or break even, they resort to selling their Bitcoin holdings. That may be what we are witnessing right now. The CIO of Atlanta Digital Currency Fund, Alistair Milne, stated a few weeks ago that miners were capitulating. His basis for the statement was a 7% drop in Bitcoin's difficulty. Bitcoin mining difficulty dropped the most since December 2018 after the last adjustment on November 8th, 2019. Seems to confirm the cost of mining is $8,000. Wow. Mining differential, 3,200. Ooh, terahash. Since then, Bitcoin's price has shed 11% of its value, and by the looks of it, Bitcoin may not stop anytime soon. A partner at Adaptive Fund with screen name Willy Woo on Twitter stated that Bitcoin had never gone into its halving with bearish price action, adding that the fundamentals are different this time around. Historically, we front-run with a bullish setup. Miner capitulating only after halving, when revenues are slashed. This is a unique setup, quite bearish leading up to the event. The reason why miners could be capitulating or selling off their Bitcoin can be attributed to the increasing hash rate and the steadily decreasing Bitcoin price. That is what led to the sudden collapse in Bitcoin's difficulty, miners shutting their farms. Will this stop? Look at Bitcoin's daily chart. Hash ribbons that were on the brink of inversion have already inverted. In the past, inversion highlighted that mining was no longer profitable. The last inversion took place on October 30th, 2018, just before Bitcoin collapsed from 6,000 to 3,000. The inversion was followed by a recovery that catalyzed April's bull run. The question that remains is how deep will the current inversion be? The creator of Hash Rate Ribbon Indicator, Charles Eldred, spoke to AMB Crypto about miner capitulation. It's impossible to know how long a miner capitulation will last. It could be anywhere from a few days to several weeks, based on similar historic occurrences. I expect this capitulation will be short-lived. I do too. I think a lot of people are willing to take the risk and the loss. And I don't think they're going to sell their Bitcoins out of nowhere. And I also think that the Dow, and there's just a lot of uncertainty in the market. I think it will hedge people to be a little more aggressive with their Bitcoin and not want to jump out of it so fast. Like I think they'll be willing to take a little bit of a loss or just to sit at even Steven, considering all the money they've made in the future that they already have. Like they could be sitting on Bitcoin they were mining from years ago that is easily getting them through these hard times. So we have to take that into consideration as the average movement that, they're going through here. So this is pretty cool, man. I think video games are big for us because they help merge the populace into blockchain. So video game giant Ubisoft partners with blockchain company Ultra. Ubisoft has just partnered with Ultra, a blockchain-based network built on the EOSIO. The gaming giant will be contributing to the Ultra UOS testnet before the company releases its full mainnet next year. In an unexpected announcement, Ubisoft has just announced that it will be working closely with Ultra, which runs a little-known EOSIO sister branch called UOS Blockchain. Ultra is a blockchain company dedicated to opening up the gaming community. Built on the EOSIO games, digital items can be traded with their ownership permanently recorded on the blockchain. That's so cool, man. This makes me want to play more video games. I never was into video games because I'm a video editor. Like, I was always using the computer to make money. I was always looking at screens, and I was always using my brain to do stuff like that. So for me to like then go and look at a screen and play video games for relief, or it's just impossible. It's what I did for a living. It's like I'm surrounded by 3 screens right now. You know, now that I decided to start trading full time, there's screens everywhere, right? I could just show you. There's screens just all around, everywhere. Screens. Tezos. Can Tezos save the day and be the only coin that doesn't tank today? Up 4.8%. Yeah. I really want to see when the market opens if it does anything to Tezos. I don't think so, right? But that would be funny to see. Sitting at 9:30, the bell has rung. What's up with the Dow? Look at weed. I bought weed. And I don't mean weed. I mean weed, the stock, WEED, on the Toronto Stock Exchange. And I was into this like years ago down here in that $7 region. Watching it, rode it all the way up to 70. Had some fun with it. Sold it recently, and I'm looking at buying back. I wish I got in at 18, and I did not. But yeah, I do not trade the traditional markets regularly, but I have some leftover holdings that now that I know more about trading due to crypto, that I'd like to just dabble in here and there. I was watching this for a long time, waiting for a big move, and obviously we didn't get the big move up. We got a horrible move down. Thank God I got out of it, because it would have been bad. That's why you always set a stop loss, like right there. Or I'd be in a bad mood today, you know. Maybe I wouldn't be in a bad mood, but. So the Dow's already starting a little bit of a dump, but not too bad. We'll see what happens. The 30-minute just opened up, so give it a chance. It's already starting a little MACD cross, though. That is bullish. We will see. It's good. You can make 2 different lines here, and you can have different watch lists, you know. Looking at FET not you know, a lot of the Satoshis, they're not taking too bad of a hit. Like they are and they aren't. Like some of them would have done this no matter what Bitcoin was doing. The coins were living their own little process. Atom only down to 326. You know, you could have seen it capitulate even further down. I mean, I don't know. Neo 1130 could have went to 10.5. I mean, tend to be holding. One just had a huge run up from like 6.1 to 7.3, and you didn't even, and then it kind of came down to 6.8 just last night, see, and it's back up. So there's something going on now with these coins, because we're seeing, I mean, Storm, wow, it just did what, it's just the weirdest. Look at this thing, man, like, it's insanity. It's insanity, the wicks you see in crypto, like, that's nuts. It's like a whole wick. It's not even a candle. It's just a wick. Like, we trade wicks. We don't trade candles. Yeah. This is going. This is still going. Look at that. Wicked up. Got bought back. Closed the candle. Opened up. Bought it up. So we can see this is definitely a line. Look, they're selling it down, but they're buying it up. Indecision period. And there's really no resistance here. I mean, we're looking at this line here. Actually, this is the resistance. We're at it. Like, we're kind of at it. Or we broke through. I mean, there's only wicks now. Wow. This could be the trade of the week right here, my friends. Or it could blow up in my face. We don't know. That's why you have a stop loss in place on every trade. But even during this stream, we are seeing it move. Let's get back into the news. But that's what my stream's about. I kind of show you a few coins at the beginning that I decided to look at in the morning, or that I'm honing in on. And then we talk about the news. And then as we talk about the news, we come back to the Bitcoin price, probably like every 10, 15 minutes. That way, while you're watching my channel, like you're also just, you don't have to go and click your tickers and you don't have to see what's going on. I'm just keeping you up to speed. 7838. 7838. So we're starting to fall. And that worries me with my Tezos trade, because as good as it is and as good as it's moving, I know that this is going to get in other people's heads, and they might not be as strong as me, and they may begin to sell off. That's why I'm really watching this 30-minute pretty strongly. Wow, we filled the wick though. Now we filled the wick. And you can see how I overtrade, because I watch my positions a little more than most people. I'm like kind of honing in on them, watching them a lot more manual trading. I do use 3 commas and I do have things automated, but you know what? Crypto, like you can say you're going to take 20% and then you can miss 50 when it flies up on a wick. And if you're there to take that profit or to market sell at that one moment in time, and it may not be perfect, but you'll get the gain. You'll get the gain right as it occurred. So that's pretty cool. 28, man. I think this thing wants more. I think it wants more. And it's possible maybe people are selling Bitcoin and getting into Tezos. You never know. It's flippening. Tezos is the new Bitcoin. It's ridiculous. That's the stuff that used to happen though. Back when we were in 2017, like one coin would have a day like this. Oh, it's flipping, guys. It's happening. I remember when Ethereum got really close to Bitcoin though at one point. So look, we just wicked up to 9, and there was thinking of raising my stop loss into break even at this point, because I'm here hiding underneath the trend line. There's really no need of it. I'll probably still get stopped out. Big chance I could, but at least I can save my capital for no risk trade, and then we can see what happens from there. I may do that and take one break, but hold on, I'm just thinking about it. Let me get a little further up. Almost did it though. I almost did it. Definitely really thinking of doing that. But yeah, there was some other big news I wanted to talk about, and that was Ethereum and the block rewards. Yes. Also, that the U.S. stock futures are softer amid a valley of trade headlines. It looks like the vice president made some positive comments about trying to set a deal before 2020. And that kind of eased the pain that was going on with the Dow yesterday. I mean, we had a $200 drop. And then it's nice to see. I want to see what we're doing now. I do believe everything's somewhat correlated, even if they're not directly related. You know, we'd like to see, like, you know, there's sentiment going on. Things are changing the way people think. So, I don't know. It's such a big asset. Like, it's such a big driver of our country that, you know, if it's going up today, someone might sell. They might buy some Bitcoin because they're feeling good. They'll take more of a risk. I just think those things are correlated. And not in the traditional sense, like when it goes up, they'll both go up. I just mean that, wow, boom. It wants more, man. It wants more. Tezos wants more. Yeah. I really should have doubled my order, or maybe not. We will see. We will see. You never know. I could retrace right now. Like right now. Red. Zoom. You never know with crypto. You never know. I am moving my stop loss up. I'll tell you what. I'm moving my stop loss up right now. I had it at 5%. I'm moving it to 1%. And now it's still a risk trade, but it's a very low risk trade. And now I'm in it. And let's see how we go. And now you guys are going to see me, you know, in a good mood. I mean, you don't let every trade, a good trade make you happy, a bad trade make you mad. But on a day like today, to be in a trade that's actually producing capital, I think is kind of a miracle, so to speak. And for me to catch it and have it on my radar, just everything for it to work out, I'm very appreciative of it. I'm very appreciative. And it may not work out. Let's all keep remembering that. Nothing is guaranteed in crypto. Ethereum block rewards reduced by 1,000 as ETH as block time rise. The Ethereum network is now producing less ETH per day. Block rewards have reduced from around 13,500 coins to 12,500. Ethereum is currently facing a situation where the block reward output per day is about 1,000 coins lesser than last week. Yeah. So less coins are being produced. It's a major drop compared to the situation 3. Usually, the drop in block rewards is tightly connected to major upgrades in the Ethereum network. This time, however, there was no upgrades that would affect the production of the new coins. The ETH rewards are simply dropping, while the hash rate seems to be appreciating. Recent data indicates that the Ethereum block times have gone up as well, although only by around 1 second. The only explanation for the current situation is that the difficulty bomb has kicked in. What is the Ethereum difficulty bomb? I want to put that in the title, but I was like, I don't know if I want to put bomb in the title. You know, like YouTube, all these people getting their channels taken away and all this stuff going on. I figured I'd keep that word off my title, man. But would have been a cool thing, the Ethereum bomb, just like show this huge. That's clickbait, man. As many might aware, Ethereum's difficulty bomb is a protocol level algorithm that increases the amount of power required to find and solve blocks. Difficulty bombs have been activated in the past as well, with one of the most notable spikes occurring in 2017 during the months of March and April. The time needed to solve blocks surged from 14 to 30 seconds. The situation lasted until October 2017. The bomb also went off almost a year ago in December 2018, but the block time only climbed 20 seconds. This time, the bomb remained active for around 2 months. Now, 1 year later, the difficulty problem seems to have kicked in again, although it only brought the time needed to solve a block down to 13 seconds. The effect is slow at first, but soon enough, finding a block becomes extremely difficult. It will likely become more and more strenuous to solve blocks as time goes by, meaning rewards will probably decrease further in the near future. The Ethereum price might grow due to the incoming shortage. For now, the recommended course of action is to let the bomb do its job, while Ethereum inches closer to its transition to proof of stake. Wow. And we got Vitalik Buterin, the account abstraction, first-class smart contract wallets, Casper, proof of stake, resource-efficient light clients, optimistic rollup. Your staking will be rewarded. Much more TPS post-sharding. But yeah, this is interesting because you see what I'm saying? If it gets really difficult to mine and they get less rewards and the Ethereum's price doesn't go up, then the miners won't be able to mine because they won't be able to pay for the electricity. So we need the Ethereum price to go up, and it actually may force the price to go up. And this is what this is kind of a happening. I didn't realize that this was going on. I never heard of an Ethereum difficulty bomb. I did not know this is how it worked. So I learned something with you guys. We go on this journey together as crypto lifers every day. 130, baby. A huge move on this candle. Like, come on now. Yes, I will raise my stop loss to break even. Thank you very much right now. Thank you very much. On a day like today. On a day where I should be crying because my long-term Bitcoin holdings are bleeding. You know what? I'm going to be happy about my life. And I'm not going to stress it. Okay? I'm not going to stress it. I'm at break even, and I'm happy about that. And there's nothing else we can do. Let's hope this price action just keeps moving, dude. So it's fun to watch the 30-minute. It just is when it's going up. And it's chopping. It's like, what? Confusing. Let's go back to the daily to get a look at it. Yo, look at that candle, man. It's still strong. And really not a lot of sell pressure here. Up 8% now. If you bought on the trend line. Hard to see because you think it's a wick here, but it didn't look so. When you're looking on the 30-minute, you had a little move. All right, news is coming in, guys. So I'm going to take it as we get it. Again, I used to edit these videos and then put them out. It would take me a long time to edit them, depending on how many mess-ups I made, how many things I overthought. Now I just say how I feel. I come at you guys. I let you guys know I'm real. And honestly, I don't think I make as much mistakes as when I was sitting there before. Because it's just flowing, I'm going with the move, and whoever's watching is probably feeding energy, man. It's coming through the wires. So this news is just like coming at us right now. So Bitcoin is dying, according to the top trader who massively shorted Bitcoin at 20,000. The number of Bitcoin obituaries keeps growing, with Markdown saying that the first cryptocurrency is dying. Is his name really Markdown? Like got marked down? Like meet the luckiest Bitcoin bear. In the recent tweet from the IMF economist Mark Dow riled up crypto Twitter by saying that Bitcoin, the top currency by capitalization, is dying. Bitcoin is dying. Meet the luckiest Bitcoin bear. Dow rose to prominence after shorting Bitcoin at nearly 20,000 back in December 2017 when crypto mania reached its peak. He stated that hordes of people that rushed to buy Bitcoin didn't understand the technology and were simply driven by price narrative. To top that off, he closed his short position 1 year later when the Bitcoin price bottomed at 3,100. Wow, so he literally caught the bottom and the top perfectly. However, some Bitcoiners were quick to clap back, claiming that Dow would be able to generate much greater returns if he was a Bitcoin bull. Cute commentary for someone who's been disparaging Bitcoin since $100. Gold is a tax on stupidity. Bitcoin is a tax on paranoid stupidity. Gold. Mark down. Also, if you bought Bitcoin on the day of that tweet, you'd be up over $7,600 today. Bitcoin average $102. April 12, 2013. ROI I've held today is 7,600%. It's like Dow tweets come right after Bitcoin failed to hold 8,000 support, which is considered to be a major win for the bears. I love how people like to jump out too, and like I said I was long on Bitcoin yesterday. I said I was long on the Bitcoin the day before that, and you know what? I didn't just go long when I saw a big green candle. You know what I'm saying? And I was watching Tezos and looking at it, I had this triangle drawn. It had been on my radar for the last 5-6 days. This technically is a huge bull flag. We could make this a giant bull flag. Even this is just waiting to break out. I mean, it's the staking. People are thinking, you know what? Why get rid of it? So I say we can go to 141 today. I mean, who knows? Who knows? All right, Bitcoin and XRP received massive exposure in 2019. Bitcoin has not only seen a significant rise this year, but also got into global spotlight along with other crypto, thanks to crypto bankers and politicians. Trump mentions Bitcoin and Libra. Presidential candidates talk Bitcoin. XRP is now used by MoneyGram. In 2018 was the year. If 2018 was the year of the crypto winner, then 2019, Bitcoin and altcoins. In 2019, Bitcoin altcoins such as XRP have come into the spotlight. Yeah, Trump mentioned Libra. Yeah, I mean, let's think about all the news, man. And that's the thing with XRP. XRP, man. What? I love XRP. I have this love-hate relationship with XRP now. But go to my Twitter. We should make a poll. I want to ask everyone else what they think of my poll.
Kiss yourself.
It's ridiculous. What are you doing? Buying XRP or selling XRP, or just sitting and pretty on your bags and waiting? You know. I wonder what the news is here. I want to post my video to Kevin Gage. Hey, Kevin Gage, what's going on? Why the crypto hawk is attempting to demoralize the most successful TA analyst on CT. Just want to see the news, man. What's up with XRP? What is it? I just like to see, because the XRP community is so strong, and then when, okay, let's see what this guy says. So we got move down, move up, hold. Back to 28. I mean, we broke that. What is he? Oh, is this hypothetical? He put a... Oh, I see what you're saying. He took a fractal and he layered it on top. So he says we're here, right? And we're actually lower than that now. I mean, we're in the 24 area at this point. So, yeah. Yeah, cash out at $1,200 in 2022. That'd be amazing. You know what? I hope he's right, man. I really do, because I have a lot. So, yeah. What would that be? That would be a lot. I don't want to say it publicly. Future potential price movement XRP. Using overlay from the past cycle, we were looking at $3.50, 21 and 190 by July 2020. I don't put a lot of faith in stuff like that. I really don't. But this is more interesting to me.
That tells you how much potential there is. You know, we are launching OnePayFX, which is a blockchain-based retail cross-border payment with Ripple, by the way, a US company. That's coming to the US. We're going to do open bank. There's a lot of things that, and we created the North America region, Mexico, US. So we're now running a lot of these businesses together. So you'll see good results in the coming years. So that tells you how much potential there is. You know, we are.
That's Big Santander and Botin. We're launching OnePayFX with Ripple. That's coming to the US. I mean, that's huge news. I don't know why Ripple doesn't move with awesome news like this. You know what makes me want to put a poll up? And actually, you know, I want us to do polls with you guys. I want to start asking you guys, like, what poll we should put up. So what's the question is, why, it's like a yes or a no. I just want to say, like, is the current price action of XRP frustrating you? Right? Frustrating you. Is the current price of XRP frustrating you? Yes? No? Or I'll add one more. Can I add one more choice? No. I found the dank minge. That's what he called it, right? That's what he called it, right, guys? Yeah, that what John McAfee was just smoking on, right? All right, so we'll put that up there. That's weird. See, it's not tweeting my poll. Huh. Interesting. See this? Am I being blocked by Twitter? Because I'm using a VPN or something. But whatever, I'm going to put this up. Is the current price action of XRP frustrating you? Yes? No? No, I found the dank minge. And we'll go from there. Yeah. Dang, man. More news. Back to the news. CoinMarketCap and Yahoo Finance partner on cryptocurrency market data. That's pretty big. That's huge. I'll take that as news. When I see Yahoo messing with crypto, CoinMarketCap and Yahoo Finance partner on cryptocurrency market data. CoinMarketCap, the world's largest cryptocurrency information site by traffic, and Yahoo Finance, Verizon Media's leading business and financial news site, have confirmed a strategic partnership for cryptocurrency data and content. CoinMarketCap will provide its trusted cryptocurrency pricing, indices, and educational information to power the cryptocurrency markets on Yahoo Finance. Additionally, the coin market indices Crypto 200, including Bitcoin, and Crypto 200EX, excluding Bitcoin, will be available on Yahoo Finance, incorporating price from over 200 exchanges. The indices provide exposure to the broader cryptocurrency market by including the cryptocurrencies that represent more than 90% of the global market capitalization as of the index launch. This is awesome, man. This is big news. Like, a lot of other people just go to Yahoo all the time to look at their stocks and stuff, and now they're going to find out about crypto because it's going to sit there and they're going to grab it. All right, we're getting some price action buyback, sell now. So you're seeing, or if we look at the 30-minute, then it's probably going to look a little uglier. Yeah, we're going to have a huge wick now. Can we hold this support? Can we hold this new support here at 26? You know, we broke through. I mean, I really think it's going to hold because look, boom, 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 boom. I think we have an SR flip right here. And yeah, you may be able to keep a stop loss like right here at 121. And that may be amazing. I may move my stop loss down to a 2% loss again. I'm not sure. Usually I do like to keep it at even. We are getting bought back up now. And if we fill this candle right back up to 30, then that's going to be a really positive sign. Let's check back up on Bitcoin 7818. So Bitcoin just wicked back up into the 7800s. that could have been a potential long. Speaking to an experienced trader, he says he puts 100 grand on these. Like, he'll watch this, he'll put 100 grand right here, boom, and he'll ride that up. Maybe it's bigger than this move he's talking about, but he'll put 100 grand like right here if he can, and he'll wick up. He says he'll be in the trade for literally, sometimes a minute to a minute and a half. That's a 1% of $100,000. It's $1,000. So he makes $500 in literally like half a second. So he says he makes 2-3 grand in under a minute and a half. But that's what you can hope for if you keep trading. Hopefully one day you can pull off moves like that, like James Bond, man. Wow, Tezos. Yeah. PayPal CEO, why they left the Libra Association. That's interesting. Kind of some weird news, but the PayPal CEO explains why they left the Libra Association. Or he, isn't it a one person? It's not they. Dan Schulman said during an interview that he is indeed a hodler of Bitcoin. Oh, and he owns Bitcoin too. Interesting. Schulman stopped by Fortune for an interview where he discussed several topics, including PayPal's shift away from the Libra Association. When David Marcus came to talk to us about Libra initially, he framed it in ways that were appealing to us about financial inclusion. The CEO of the payment processor, Dan Schulman, said during an interview, blah, blah, blah. And we'd like to learn more about it. All of us were interested in learning more. As we learned more about Libra, we saw the amount of things that were still left to do and the amount of things we still had to do on our own roadmap outside of Libra. We said, we think we focus on our own roadmap, we'll be able to advance financial inclusion faster than if we put all these resources against Libra. Or doesn't he mean with Libra? Or get into Libra? I wasn't an acrimonious divorce or anything like that. It's just that they were starting to going down a road that we're very interested in looking at and monitoring, and maybe later there are ways we can work together. I wish them the best of luck on it. He had to just man his own ship instead of just being a part of their movement. He wanted his own movement. That's kind of what I get from it. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to put out awesome news today, like Bitcoin's going to die and all this stuff, Yeah, remember that Manero hack? They have more information on it. It looks like they used Linux, Windows binaries to steal currency. On November 19th, a Reddit user warned Manero community about a CL binaries compromise. I put it up. This is the third video that I've brought this up on. Check your binaries, look at them. If they do not match, delete it, download a new wallet. Somehow they got in there. They were also asked to delete the files in case of a mismatch, while also being told not to run these compromised binaries. According to a report analyzing the attack, the malicious Linux binary added new functions to existing ones. One of the functions, called new seed function, was reported to be immediately called after the user either opened a new wallet or created one. It sent the cryptographic code used to access the wallet funds to a server at node.hashmonero.com, which in turn sent these funds to servers located at node.support. The Windows version of the malware carried out an almost similar attack sequence with changes in the function names. How to detect? According to the blog, users with firewalls or proxy must detect if they had any connections or network traffic from aforementioned servers. If found, they must delete all binaries mentioned and verify the hashes of their Monero setup or installer file. If you are using antivirus, it may be a good idea to not exclude a specific folder in your antivirus when using Monero or other miners. If needed, only do so after the hashes have been verified. So, be vigilant, guys. It still is this wild west of cryptocurrency. And, Binance, it acquires a giant exchange in India. They're making moves. There also talks about them moving into Australia today. They're not stopping. Binance, the world's most popular centralized crypto exchange, continues to show its dedication and orientation to developing countries as potential areas of growth. After launching Binance Uganda and investing in a couple of crypto projects from India, it's now turning towards mergers and acquisitions. WazirX, acquired by Binance, INR gateways to be opened. Ooh. Binance announced its acquisition of WazirX, India's top peer-to-peer crypto exchange. WazirX is better known as India's most successful peer-to-peer platform, the most trusted Bitcoin service within the Indian blockchain community. Starting Monday, November 25th, Binanceans will have opportunities to buy and sell cryptos with Indian rupees via the Binance Fiat Gateway, dude. One of the biggest countries in the world, right? India. You open a gateway to India, you're giving me liquidity, right? I'm sitting here in my apartment trading my butt off. I'm so happy. You're adding more and more traders. And no offense, more beginners. Hey, people took my money at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are still taking my money some days. And look, we're moving down now. This could be the end. That might have been the move. That might have been all we're going to get. Because today is a day of just, oh, we got the volume, though. We do have the volume. It looks like we could keep moving here. I do think we hold support at 26. I really do. I think a stop loss down at like the 22 region could be safe cookies. My stop loss is at 125 even Steven, which is interesting. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how the day goes, but that's a pretty close call. Now I want to start integrating the chat. I feel like to do that I need to pay, but I'm not sure. I'm still learning. All the time while I'm doing these things, I'm then like going on YouTube and learning tons and tons of videos, and I'm learning how to enhance my channel and just how to better the experience for you guys and for me, because I just want everyone to be happy here. And I don't know. This is my full-time job. I want it to be fun. You know, don't go to work if it's not fun. I did it for years, and that's why I'm here now. So, yeah. That's why YouTube's amazing, man. You see people who are just breaking out. Like, they're done. They're like, you know what? I'm going to start living my life the way I want to live it. And I'm doing a disservice if I'm not doing that, because I was given a gift, and we all are. And I know, I'm not talking me. I mean, all of us are given a gift. And we use that to benefit ourselves, and we use it to benefit others. And, you know, if we really go into our passions, then we find out a lot of things because we're excited about what we're doing. And then we're able to bring that knowledge to other people. And like, you know, young teenagers and people in their mid-20s that are still learning, and people who are older can mentor them and teach them. And really, like, when you dive into your passion, I think you bring more to the world. You bring more value to the market. And I think that's why people who are doing that actually become more financially successful, because they know that when you're passionate about something, you're going to become an expert about it, right? Because it's all you want to do. So why would you not learn everything and know a lot more than the average, and you'd be able to help a beginner? Now, we're seeing the big red candle now. We're seeing that sell-off. People are deciding, you know what? And you can see how the candle came here. And it could be a red engulfing candle. We could slide this right in here. Boom. You know, we had one here. It fought down pretty hard. So, and you could see that this started when this wicked down. You know, when this wicked down, it may have been a good place to get out of the trade. Holding. Can we hold 26? We're going to see right now if I get stopped out at 25. If I should move my stop down. And it's sad. I just had them gains, you know. Maybe I should have taken them gains. Oof, 26. We're holding it. I really think we hold that support. Because look, we were here. Like, to break through that is big deal. And I don't. Oh no. This could be it. Is Bitcoin dumping too hard? That's the case. It is 76, 75. And that's what it is, you know. And that's going to make me go and close my trade right now in profit, because there's no other reason not to. Close at market. Close. It's taking a long time to close. I closed my trade in profit. Yes, I barely did. Barely. It's getting bought up now. You know, it's making me second guess myself. But it wasn't a losing trade, and that's what's important. And we're seeing that dump now with Bitcoin, big dump. That's why you got to check on it. Like, during the stream, anything is possible. So, wow, we're dumping hard now. 75. Woof. It's just, look, they're just repeating these double candle moves. That would have been a beautiful short. Man. You got to short that on like 10x, right? I don't use leverage. I never have, but I still, oh man. Nice gains right there. Sad though, this market is getting evaporated as we speak. Atom 315, BAT 21, all the gains of the week just absolutely erased. I wouldn't be surprised if I could see the Dow just tanking as well. I'm gonna throw my towel in and say yes. I mean, it's down 50 points. Looks like we could have a global meltdown today. It could be the beginning. You never know. I could be streaming history right now, you know, and that's why you get a stream. You never know. And you guys are like, why is this guy so calm? You know why? Because I love doing what I do and running my channel. So I'm doing what makes me happy. This is holding support. Look, it got bought back up. If it can come back above this line, I think I could get back into it. But right now, I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's risky trading out here today. It's risky trading out here today. Sometimes I like to buy this wick too. Like I want to see if this gets wicked up. This is gonna stop at one point, and when it does, it's gonna be the perfect time to buy it. So you want to sit here and just watch this. This is a beautiful tank though, huh? Look at them just taking Bitcoin down to the ground. I'd love to know who's shorting this. Like there's some guy in a room right now hitting that short button. So there's the wick up. There's the wick up. Or is it a wick fake up? And they're going to grab me up. But like, dude, I'm kind of, oof. I'm thinking of opening a position into Bitcoin right now to go long. I'm really, really like close to it. I think we're finding support here. That was my line. See my white line I had drawn, 7,400, and it's like right on my line. So it's very interesting. You know, that's why you draw these lines yourself. You can see this in real time, guys. If you're watching this live right now, I just think this is a great experience. I think it's time to go long. I'm going to go long. Oh, I missed it. I'm about to miss it. I'm about to miss the wick up. Yeah. See, I'm streaming with you guys. Otherwise, I'd be on this. I'd be on this wick. It's coming back down now, though. Oh, there's the wick up. I mean, 7,400 was the buy there at that support zone. Then you put your lower base. I think I'm going to make a long right now. I'm going to make a long. Let me see here. See what I got in the bank. Oh, USDC Bitcoin. I'm in USDT. I'm going to long it. Oof. Oof. Yeah, see? There was your $100 move right there. And that's what my buddy was talking about. He says it puts 100 grand in that. Boom. Makes that money right on that move. Yeah, because the reason why I'm long is look how low the RSI is here. Okay, on the 30-minute. So you're looking at it like, damn. Like, that's the lowest we're going to get. Like, I don't see us getting lower than that, you know? Damn, like, I feel like the long has been missed. Like, I missed the long. Like, I needed that long in 7,400. I did not get it. Damn, I just wasn't quick enough. Because you could even have sold right now, you know? And with, like, 10 times leverage. So that's when you, see that move right there? When you see that wick up, you go in 10 times leverage. You get up to 75, you get out. You don't play games, okay? You don't play games with these moves. If you're going to scalp and you're going to do something that insane, then you better make sure you're in that trade for like less than a minute. Like, honestly, like get fast fingers. Like, get ready. Needed that long on 7,400. I did not get it. That's me. Let me turn myself off. I don't need you to hear me. My past me. Just hit 23.7. Damn, man. Ripple, no good. All right, guys. I'm looking at the chat right now. And, yeah. You guys, anything you want to talk about? I actually want to, I'm going to stay streaming just because of what's going on with Bitcoin right now. Big dumpage. XRP, huge dumpage. 23.8. Where did it go to? 23.5. Wow. I mean, wow. It just follows Bitcoin like a T. Like they're together all the time. Wow, man. Ripple me this and ripple me that, you know? What a nice time to long Ripple right there at 23.5. Almost want to long Ripple other than Bitcoin. You'll get a lot more gains out of this same wick movement here. So, I mean, do we go down now? See, that's why I watch this 30 minutes. Yeah, you can really see the struggle. You know, like you need to see this 30 minute if you're gonna scalp. Like, whenever you've even seen the 15 minute, how ludicrous it is. Well, the 1 minute. The 1 minute, we're going up. Look, things are going great, guys. I bought here. Like the 1 minute makes it not as scary, right? It makes it look kind of like a daily chart. Like, oh, cool. Everything's going well. We'll be back at 24 cents in no time. And they just wicked everybody out. They just went down to snatch everyone right out of the game, right? Like, that was their plan. And they did a great job, right? This is coming back up to support. I think it's going to hold now. Huge wick. So that was a nice buy too. And it look, it even came down and retested. Like, how cute is that? It retested the trend line, you know? Kind of like a basic order, just like it does. I think we could see this just kind of like go right back to where it was going now. Like, everyone's like, okay, we're done with that Bitcoin dip. Like, business as usual. Like, oh, well, now we're going to capitulate again like this, right? I mean, or just not capitulate, but we're going to sit there and just until what, the next dump, you know? We did hold that. So look at that line of support, man, that I drew. It just, look how well it is. Like, people really do trade off these algorithms, man. And yeah, that held 74. I can't believe we got that low, dude. 73.97 at one point. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. To go long was at that 7,400 and put your stop loss here. Here now, it's like you're going to go in and it's just going to, it could range and just going to get slapped around. It's just not my place to go in now. I wish I wasn't streaming and watching this live. I almost was able to pull it off, though. Wish they made it a little easier to pull off something like that. Oh, Ripple. Ripple. Now right back to 24. Look at that. I think it went even lower on Coinbase because when I had a position that got stopped out. Ripple just gave me a beat down. I'll be honest. I just lost about 500 on Ripple, guys, just so you know. So I don't win every trade. You know, that's the truth. I'm honest with you guys, and that's life as a trader. But look, I'm not that pissed. I'm happy. It is what it is. I did make a positive trade today on Tezos. And now, look, it's just starting to do its thing. And you buy back in here. See, like, technically, it's like it's right where it should have been. Just so this is where trading can get into your head, you know? But look at that wick up. I really do think this holds support. Like, see, that's the thing about crypto is these assets should follow their support and resistance lines, things like that. And when Bitcoin tanks like that, it just throws things a lot out the window. But then once Bitcoin comes back, it's almost like everything goes right back to where it was again, you know? And look, like, all these coins are bouncing back. Like, not every coin, but most coins, you know? Like BAT, you might see back to 23. Like, you might make some gains today just buying into this dip, but just don't hold a long time, you know? Like, get in and then get out. You know, don't make it don't camp overnight, if you know what I'm saying. I think this is this is an interesting buy now, Kava, because, like, look at the retrace, right? I mean, it's insanity. Wow, it's just like a mess, man. It came to the 886, the secret sauce that Jacob Canfield showed me. And look, we're already kind of bouncing. We're at 108, we're at 111. This thing is moving. This thing's got a lot of action going towards it. People are just indecisive, right? Am I in? Am I out? Am I in? Am I out? Am I in? Am I out? What am I doing? Look at this thing, dude, just erupting. Now, see, I'd be back in the money again. In more money than I was when I sold. I still like this. Like, I think it's a healthy trade. And I'm, you know, depends. But you never know, man. Bitcoin could just make another dump. I just don't think it will now. It tends to do this. Look. The 18th. The 21st. See? The 24th. We'll see another drop. It's like loving these 3-day moves. But that was the move right there. You got $140 on 750. You know, it's almost 2.5%, about 1.8, 1.9%. 10x is 19%. So You can make 20% on that move right there. If you're vigilant and you're fast and you know how to move. But like, you got to know how to move, right? Like, that's serious. I think I want to open my trade back up in Tezos. But I do overtrade a little bit. But what I'm going to do is just keep my position a lot smaller than I normally do. And that way, you know, you don't just, you know, you're not pushing yourself. Because I think this thing's going all the way to 141. I mean, the chart says it's going to 141. I'm not saying I think it is. The chart's showing me that. Preserve your capital on days like today, guys. Preserve your capital. Fight till every last tooth and nail. Do not let them take your money. Tight stop loss. Yep. Now the ask is at 27.78. I'm going to try to play a limit order on this, you know. Just because it's bouncing around a lot, I'm going to play some games with it. My risk is 4%. Okay. I just did buy into Tezos again at 127.06 with a limit order that got filled immediately, which almost never happens. So we'll take that. Yeah, there we go. 127.98. 126.84. All right. And what's Bitcoin doing now? 7522. And just going to play on this wick line now for a little while. Look at that 15-minute. Do we get another candle? It did. Opened up higher than the wick. It's a good sign for now. I mean, this isn't a good sign at all, but, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I was involved in Cryptopia, if you were too. Kryptonia's disappearance throws shade at the dark web's DNM. Darknet in the 1970s was simply referred to as networks that are isolated from the mainstream. That was ARPANET, the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, known for various security reasons. However, with time, it had become a more ominous word. Despite that, many people in the cryptocurrency space, many of whom believed in privacy, took the darknet route to use crypto market, with several well-known projects later introduced on the darknet. The Dream and Wall Street were once well-known darknets, leading to DNM, darknet market. However, as Dream decided to close shop, even Wall Street decided to move out. Alas, not before allegedly pulling off an exit scam, with many accusing it to have absconded with millions. Soon after, such reports broke out. Deep2Web added 6 new dark markets to its DNM list, a list which included names like Kryptonia, Empire, Nightmare, and Yellow Brick Road. While many projects gained prominence in the crypto market, the fear of yet another shattering dream has kept everyone alert. This was until Kryptonia suddenly became inactive. One of the dark market running on Deep2Web, Kryptonia is now reportedly inactive. While the forum remains accessible, users and vendors have been unable to log in for 2 to 3 days. A worried user posted on the Kryptonia forum on the 20th of November stating, "I hate to hijack this thread, and I'll be happy to delete the post if by some miracle the market comes back online. But there's a lot of confusion going around. Hopefully this helps clear things up. Buyers and vendors have not been able to log in to Kryptonia. Why would you start trading on the dark net? You know? I don't know. Maybe they know more than me, but I wouldn't be doing that. Sounds like a bad idea. You know? Sounds like a horrible idea, actually. All right, guys. I think I brought you through the pain and the loss. And yeah. We watched the dump live together. If you were watching the stream, you were here as we watched the dump. It happened in time. Go back to Storm. Just want to check on Storm. What did Storm do in the pain and gain? Because, like, look, there was no sell orders. How did it get sold off? If that order book was so large. Like, look at this. It is the weirdest chart I've ever seen in my life. Giant green candle, red engulfing candle, almost pretty similar. I mean, and then, but a green candle, and then the biggest wick I've ever seen above the biggest candle that was there, and then just a breakdown back to 1469. But it's looking like we have strong support. Let me clear my lines off. If you want to get into storm, I almost think like now is the time. Before I wasn't sure because it was doing so good, but oh, so HJ will make like a transparent line, right? Is that what happened there? No, I don't know what happened. It's kind of weird. Huh. Respect the fibs. I like to put these lines on and they get real messy with a fib, you know? Make it real hard to read. But sometimes you'll see the confluence between the fibs and the support lines. You know, look, hit support. Resistance. 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 Came down. Bounced off support. It's just weird. Like, it moved with the Bitcoin move, but it bounced off this support line here. Look. Couldn't get through. Couldn't get through. That's resistance. SR flip. Boom. So now we're looking at 1450. Maybe a great time to get into storm. Honestly, it's so crazy. Like, I hate. That's why I overtrade, because a lot of times on these horrible days when I'm like, it's like calling my name. And it's not a great situation though. Not an amazing setup. You know, MACD is turning bearish. Kind of flatline on the RSI, but with all that movement, we didn't pound down into this region here. We held this support. So I would keep this on your radar. Mimic this chart. You can draw it out. Check it on the daily. This gives it a little more weight, right? More weight on the daily. We'll see what we got. The 1469 bounced. Yeah, you have to redraw that fib if you want to use it, because you can't put a fib on a 30-minute. Anyway, yeah, we're holding that support, 1469. It's amazing. 1450. Kind of a strong area for this coin. Key Bitcoin dominance retest spells trouble for cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin dominance is in a short-term uptrend, is now about to run into the 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. The last time this happened was September 24th. A test of that level completely bridged the divergence between dominance and the price, and what followed after was a massive crash in the price of Bitcoin, while dominance stood its ground, hence widening the gap once again after a reset. If this plays out like it did the last time, then we would be looking at a set of 2 or 3 green candles on the time of the 4-hour time frame, followed by a sharp decline. This is indeed a very bearish development for the overall market and hints at what lies ahead for cryptocurrencies. I wonder when this guy though, all he does is put bearish articles out. Jeff Kane. He also didn't spell his title right the other day. He was like, he said a coin was at 7 cents when it was at 7.70 cents when it was at 0.07 cents. And I was like, dude, how could you not do that? Yeah. We have seen altcoins rally against Bitcoin in the recent past. Most of them have broken past certain key resistant levels against Bitcoin, but now we're headed towards a correction without altcoins fully completing those moves. It's true, man. It's true. That he's right about. That he is right about. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I'd really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. But yeah, see what Bitcoin's doing. Now we hit 7,600. This is insane. Now that buy is looking really sweet, right? And I bet you now I'm up. I'm up on Tezo. Come on. And then XRP. Nowhere near that 23 again, you know? Whoa. That was a horrible wick. Damn. Oh, XRP. Now we're getting a breakdown here in price action. It's like people now want to get into Bitcoin, see? Now they're running out of Tezos to jump into Bitcoin, and that's possible. That's possible. That's what they may be doing. 610. Now you're seeing a move up. I really wanted to long that 7400, man. Dang. Oh, the streams. Oh, the streams. You guys saw me. I was like running in the computer trying to do it. I'll take my little trade for the day and be happy. Oof, now this is breaking down. Now I'm going to lose my gains that I made earlier. See, overtrade, man. Win. This guy moving form bullish Gartley. Interesting. I follow this guy. Check him out. Moon 333. He's definitely worth checking out. The last few things that he posted like this, they played out exactly correctly. So, price line of Wink US dollar cryptocurrency has formed a bullish Gartley pattern and entered in a potential reversal zone. The PRZ area shows should be used as a stop loss in case. So this should be used as a stop loss in case a complete candlestick closes below this zone. Okay. So that's your spot. You could buy it right now. And look, it did. Like, it actually did close below this zone. So it already happened. It's kind of interesting. Buy between 1642 and 1447. Sell between 1796 and 2165. Kind of give you a broad trading range. It's kind of nice. Like, hey, do you guys? But that would have been an amazing entry right there, right? 1352. Yeah, check them out. Moon 333. Rep didn't take too bad of a hit. Didn't even go back into the tens. OneCoin actually began to gain. Look at that, 71. OneCoin was unfazed by all of this. It was at 70 when all this began, and it's at 71 now. Kava actually wicked up. Seeing a move there. Fat data chills down to 11 though. Haven't seen 11 in a while for chills. But it's almost, I think chills will rebound. It's kind of like you can take this. If that eventually turns, which I'm pretty sure it will, but we never know. But it seems like, unless this candle just goes so far down. But that's hidden bullish divergence on chills. Means the price will go up. 11,265 is pretty low for this coin. And it raced so up, it's a pretty good retrace. So, check out a fib on this. Yeah, we're in the pocket. 0.618 between the 5. We got a moving average coming up that could give it a little bit of a bump. So, yeah. Would like to get us back above that 21. On the daily, though, it's we could see double top, though. Slight double top, kind of. Could play out even more. It's kind of strange how it is, though, Usually you do get from the neckline back down. So could we go here? It's interesting. I really think we're going to hold that level. Let's see, the daily, we got to get above that. And the 30-minute. Oh, man. See? Huge wicking. 23, though, and you'd be up 3 cents already. All you need is 12. So you'd be at 2.5% up. Not too bad. But yeah, you got to be bold in the face of danger out here. It's not easy. It's not easy. But look at this. That's where the money is made, guys. 10 times leverage. 10 times leverage. If you got low, I almost got here. Like, it was close. You said, how did you catch that wick? It's close. It's possible. Look, 3% gains right there. 10 times leverage at 30% day. Imagine making 30% on the reddest day of the week. And that's why it's being a professional full-time trader will have its benefits. You'll be cool, calm, and collective on days like today when everything seems like it's a mess, All right, guys, I think I got you through the storm. I hope the rest of the day goes all right, and most things go right. I thank you guys so much for subscribing and listening. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I go out live again, because I'm coming out live every morning at 9 a.m. And if I need, I'll come out at night here and there, if that's the case and I think it's worth it. But for the most part, yeah, follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. Here at the top, CryptoLifer33. Check me out. I'm posting a lot. I'm doing polls. Twitter's been blocking me from a poll. I don't know what's going on there. I will figure that out. And yeah, one last check on Bitcoin. Nice wick up. Horrible move down. Not happy about it. But yeah, you did see kind of a real time how you could learn how to trade a move like this. You'd go in with some leverage because you know the move isn't going to be big. And yeah, tight stop loss. So you can't lose a lot of money. Make sure you don't get liquidated. And yeah, see how it plays out. Back to my trade. XTZ holding 25, 24. Ooh. But it did get bought up here, which is good. So when it wicked down, it got bought up. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. Hopefully the next candle opens here and we begin to move back. It's carrying the trend line. Wish I had some hidden bullish divergence. Almost, actually, if this curves up, honestly, this could turn into some hidden bullish. It is. So far, I'm seeing it. Even if I wicked it. If I never did it on the wicks. Got some hidden bullish divergence. So, chart-wise, basically says, actually, no, that's higher. Yeah, that would have to come down. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, it flipped up. I drew it, and then it flipped up. I got to stay down. Oh, flipped up again. If that flips back down, keeps coming down, it means we'll have some support, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Very tight stop loss. Very tight. So, we'll see what the day unfolds now. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to say goodbye again. As you can see, I don't want to leave. I just love streaming on my channel. I love giving you guys the news. I love talking about coins. And I'm a crypto lifer. Remember, please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, crypto is life. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.